Welcome to Straight from the Muzzle, folks, where we are anything but straight. My name is Space.
I'm Boomy.
And I'm Dear. I laughed. I'm nervous.
And we welcome you to our show today.
No,
We're good.
Should we read
nervous
It's okay.
giggles?
No.
Oh no.
No, we're good. We're good.
Oh no.
This will be fun to listen to. They'll enjoy this. As some of you may not know, we have added a new host, Dear Dog. She has been on our staff for many years as a graphic artist, as a moderator in Telegram and our Discord chat group that I don't even go into anymore. I don't even know if it's... Do people even chat in there anymore? Okay. So, in a failing Discord group, Dear Dog has now become a host. So, she is joining us on our show today, and she'll be on our shows in the future for the rest of season 6 and so forth. So, we're getting her used to all of this. And so, bear with us for this episode. She is also calling in from where?
The UK.
So there is a big time difference. So I'm actually recording it from, let's see, it's 12:20 my time, which is 2:20 Boomy's time, which would be what, 7:20 your time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so quite the time difference, which is quite fun. Yay. So today's show is called 18 Questions. And what that is each of us have 3 questions we are going to be asking each of our hosts. So 3 questions to Boomy, 3 questions to Dear Dog, and so forth. And it could be any questions we really want to ask them, or if we want to piggyback off of them, or shoot from the hip, which is usually my kind of style of doing. But it should be fun. This is a good way for us to get to know each other, even though we pretty much really know each other. But it'll be a great way for the audience, you, the listeners, to get to know us as hosts as well. Especially Dear Dog and Boomy, since you haven't really heard much of them, especially Dear Dog. Or Dear. Do you want me to just call you Dear?
Dear is fine.
Okay. So just Dear or Boomy. You haven't really heard Dear because this is her first new one. And Boomy because she's been on a few episodes, but you'll get to know them a lot better, hopefully, from today's episode, which could be full of shenanigans from all I know, because I know that these two ladies have probably one of the dirtiest minds I have ever seen in our staff chat.
Maybe so.
Yeah, it's definitely not rated G. That's for sure. So let's go ahead and do a little introduction of ourselves. We'll do an introduction and then we'll do questions after that. So I'll start first. You guys all know who I am. I'm Space Bear Sparks. You can find me on Twitter at Jedi Knight Space. Or is it Space Bear Sparks? Actually, let me just double check. I don't even know.
I'm double checking too.
Shoot.
I'm like, what is my Twitter?
Oh, crap.
What even is
Let's see.
Twitter?
I think it's Jedi Knight Space. Oh, yeah. So on Twitter, it is Jedi Knight Space, and it comes across as SFTM-Space. And then on Telegram, it's at Jedi Knight Space. And I do have an Instagram, and I believe that one is either Barely Naked or at Jedi Knight Space. It's one of those.
Why only barely
So it's
naked?
pretty...
Why not full naked?
Because it's a pun.
Well, I know that. I was just being silly.
That's fine. I'm on Facebook, but I don't really use Facebook any other reason, just to post videos or just post bullshit, and that's pretty much it. I usually mostly use Twitter, and I usually mostly use the Straight from the Muzzle account to interact with you kids. So, because that's mostly our audience, oddly enough. Let's go ahead and move over to Dear Dog. I'm going to put the spotlight on you.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. I'm Dear, and I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr at 2queer2dear. All the same, so it makes it nice and easy. And I do art and stuff, and that's basically it. I just post art.
It's true.
Yep.
She's a really good artist.
It's damn good
I'm
art.
okay.
I've seen your art style over the years from when you first started, from where it is now. It is dramatically improved, but it's just so damn cute.
Oh, thank you.
10 out of 10. Probably my best ref sheet is from you. So no hate on Bean. I love the other ref sheet that I got from Bean, but like you just have a certain style that I just I love.
Oh, good. Thank you.
And it's because of Boomy's reference sheet that I went and got my reference sheet from Dear Dog too, because I wanted
yeah.
one.
Hell yeah. Love money.
Love
Woo woo!
So 10 out of 10 would recommend like grab a commission because it's
Hell yeah! Dear's got like the skills for art.
Oh, good.
All right, Boomy, it's your turn.
sorry I was laughing. Okay, I am Boomstar, or otherwise known as Boomy or Star to some other people. You can find me mostly on Twitter. I do have a Facebook, but I'm honestly, after some recent events, probably just gonna leave Facebook. So, yee. I don't have a YouTube. Kind of boring, but I used to have an Instagram. I might reboot that, but mostly you'll just find me on Twitter, just at BoomstarFurry15. That's just me. I do art and stuff sometimes. I am now a co-host for Straight from the Muzzle. That's pretty much it. I don't know.
Did you say yee again?
No.
Or did you say yee yee?
I said yee. Just yee. We don't do the yee yee. We just do yee. That's it. There's a difference.
I feel like I have a dictionary for this yee thingy. Where did it go?
Oh, no.
I found, because I think I wrote it down because we were talking about it one episode.
I know. I remember. I listened to that one.
I can't,
Oh,
I can't,
God.
I don't think I can find it, but it was ridiculous. I felt like I learned something new about America, and I did not like it. All right, well then let's go into questions. This should be fun. Boomy, do you want to go? Dear, do you want to go, or should I go?
I can go first. Did you want me to ask for you, Dear? Do you want me to ask for you, Space, first? Or, you know what? I'll ask you, Space. That way, Dear can see how it works, I guess. My first question for you, Space, is describe a day in the life of Space.
Oh my. Okay, so just like a regular day?
Yeah, what happens to you like on a regular basis?
Just like
what
a
do you,
regular day?
or maybe an abnormal day. Do you have
Okay.
fun abnormal days?
I don't have abnormal days. I have my days are full of interesting things. So I usually wake up in the morning around 6 o'clock in the morning, if not earlier, around 5:45. Just naturally wake up, get up, kind of do my thing, go to work at 7:30, and then I usually get set up at work because I like to get everything ready to go before I get actually clock in. And I have two screens at my desk, and I have about 6 or 7 programs that are up and going at any given time. And I like them all in particular places, so I make sure that they're all in their set places. And I have all the cabinets open, and my water's here, and my coffee's there, and my burrito's there. I do have a breakfast burrito every morning. I have to have it.
What's in your breakfast
then
burrito?
Usually it's just egg and bacon and like hash browns. I get it from, don't knock a gas station, but the Mavericks here in the United States, they're like gourmet like gas stations. They make the best breakfast burritos like ever. They're always soft. They're always just like packed full of like good stuff. So delish. So I always get those. Oh, they're so damn good.
How are gourmet gas stations a thing? I'm sorry to interrupt, but
gourmet gas stations?
Yeah. How
are they not a thing?
No,
because America is special.
It's like, so if you go to like a gas station, yeah, because America has to have everything that no one else has. If you go into like a Maverick in general, you go in and it's really like themed. So every Maverick is kind of themed out to be like adventure,
What?
And so they have like, no joke, they have like a kayak hanging from the ceiling. They have over by like the ice and the like, I guess over by the cooler or the the refrigerators, they have like a skiing scene, and over by like the coffee, they have like a hiking scene. And they have everything like laid out. They have a little grill towards the center back where they make fresh burritos, fresh pizza. They also make um, cinnamon rolls, which are so damn delicious. They make, donuts, all that fun stuff. And they're really good. They're just like a really good, solid gas station food. Like just to the nines. So that's your gas station right there. And it's also like really well, reasonably priced. But going back to work, after that, I usually pick up charts.
I don't think I have a Mavericks.
I bet you have something similar to it. I think every state's got something. Like in California, they have something called AM PM, which is close to it.
I mean, we have a sheet.
What the heck is a sheets?
Yeah.
Like a sheet like you put over yourself?
It's kind of like a Mavericks,
Okay.
but no. No, Sheets is a
That
gas
sounds weird.
station. So Sheets is a gas station. It sounds a lot like what you guys described. Like, it's just called Sheets.
It sounds
And
very
you can
suspicious.
sit there and eat your food and chill and hang out.
Yeah, well, that sounds about right.
Listen,
Yeah.
that was the shit in high school.
I don't know. I just feel like if I go to a Sheets, I should be expecting something to happen to me, just by the name of it. But
Sometimes it does.
you never know.
The bathroom.
Then when I'm at the hospital, I usually go and I pick up charts. I go pick up charts. I go to the ICU. Sometimes there's corona patients in there, but they're usually blocked in, so you don't have any interaction with them. And I usually just do that. I release records all day long. I put charts in. For the past 2 weeks, though, it's been really interesting. I've been getting like a boatload of calls, and everyone's been telling me their life story. So rather than one call just being like 2 or 3 minutes, they've now been like 10, 20, 30 minutes long. And I've oddly been enjoying them, which I don't normally do, enjoy them. So just because they're usually people yelling at you because I want my records. And it's like, whoa, chill. Let me help you. But like in this case, people are just like, yeah. And you're just like kind of casually talking with them. So, and then after that, I come home. I get home, I kind of just do my thing. I hop on, I work on Straight for the Muzzle. I always have Telegram up at work. I always have Twitter up as well. So I'm working and tweeting and telegramming. So I'm like multitasking throughout the day. So by the time I get home, I'm just balls tired and I just go to bed and I just like lay there until it's time to play a game. And then that's it. Boomy. Actually, no. Deer Dog. I'm going to go to Deer Dog.
Yes.
We're going to go in a perfect circle here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to know, when did your Furby obsession begin?
Ooh. That's a good question.
Yeah.
When did I buy? No, it was before I broke Marsh. Maybe. I wish I could tell you. It must have been. God, it must have been a year at least ago. Maybe. It must have been. Time doesn't exist this year, is the problem.
Yeah, I totally believe that.
Yeah, I just went down a Tumblr rabbit hole. I found Long Furby, and my life was never the same.
I don't know. I don't know if our fans know this, but like in our staff chat, there's like this inside kind of a joke where we just consistently bombard Deer Dog with Furby, all things
As you
Furby
should.
things. Yeah.
As you should.
I mean-
I unironically love Furbies. It's not even a joke at this point. I just love them. They're really dumb. They all look so stupid.
They're just so weird, but it's all because like
They used to creep me out as a child.
Oh,
I
me
was like,
too.
"Ah."
Me too. You grow to love them.
I think like the first time you showed me a Furby is when you put like glue sticks in their eyes, and you showed me that's how you like pop them out.
When I was, when I got Mallow and I was changing her eye chips. Oh god, bless my mum. She's witnessed all of this. She's witnessed like Furby skins just like floating in the bathroom sink.
Gross.
Because I have to wash them because they're secondhand off eBay. They've probably been sat in someone's garage for like a year.
Ew.
Oh my
for
God.
many years. I have to wash them because they're nasty.
There's probably
They're
some
gross.
like 10-year-old child farts that are in there, you know? You gotta wash that out. That's no good.
Ew.
They give it more clean.
Yeah.
And they're good.
Oh,
And that's it.
yeah, gross.
And now I have 4. Yes, I have 4.
I hope that you grow up to be like this person who has just like one room and you go in and it's just wall to wall Furbies.
Oh, you will.
And as
I
you
will.
walk in, they all go, oh, like all in like unison, and they start like blinking at you.
Literally the only thing that's been stopping me from buying more Furbies over the past, like... In fact, you know what? No, it must have been 2 or 3 years now, because I started getting into Furbies pre-COVID. So it must have been a couple years now. And yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I don't know. COVID's been the only thing stopping me from buying more Furbies on eBay.
You need to buy more Furbies.
Because now it's not like just gross Furbies. It's like now COVID Furbies. I've been in other people's homes and I don't want COVID on my Furbies.
I haven't thought about that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not buying things secondhand at the moment because it just is a bit like,
We
No,
have
Don't want Rona
we have like a lot of
Furbies.
thrift stores here. They're called Deseret Industries. And then we have like really cool vintage stores, but I haven't been to any of them for a good year or so now because I don't want to go in there and worry
all closed.
if someone had COVID and they just didn't wash it properly.
Yeah, see, they're all closed here. All of the like, because non-essential stores are still closed, so it's all those are not open. Although we don't really do thrift shops, we do like charity stores more than thrift shops.
That's probably the same thing then. They're just
Yeah, pretty much.
probably
It just goes to it's just like charity themed.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you just like different charities have different ones. Like there's British Heart Foundation ones and stuff, and
That's neato.
Oxfam. Although Oxfam is controversial, but yeah.
That's cool.
God, I miss going to like the flea markets and stuff. Like, ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah, where you get fleas.
I just miss going out
True.
No.
to places that aren't work. To continue the cycle. Okay. Do I start with the one that I think will cause possible discourse?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, boom. So
I'm ready.
so not even thinking about personas or anything. Just thinking about animals as a whole, just as like a thing, right? What is your least favorite animal and why?
Okay.
Which animal do you
Monkeys.
personally have a grudge against? Not including bugs, because bugs are a cop-out answer.
I don't really like monkeys, and I don't.
Why?
I don't like monkeys. Monkeys are just kind of.
They're weird. They got
I don't
dirty
know. I
feet.
think it's.
Yeah, kind of
I
weird.
think it's because they're just too similar to humans, and I just don't like humans.
You know?
Like, I don't know. See, some of them are like, oh, they're kind of cute, but I'm like, I don't know. They just remind me too much of humans that I just don't really like humans in general. So
Fair.
just because people are terrible, and I'm like, monkeys, they just look too much like humans. I don't know. Monkeys are kind of weird for me. That's probably it. Like, I just don't. They're just weird.
What's
It's very
They
valid.
have like thumbs on their feet. Also, I'm like,
Thank you.
I don't know about that.
They do have
They also throw poop at you. I'm like, don't you throw your shit at me. Life shits on me enough.
what's that super like kind of looks
Yeah,
like a
Just
hyena,
monkeys.
but it has like super tall legs. What's
Oh,
that animal?
I know what you mean.
That thing is creepy looking.
Made wolf.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
There is
That's cool.
nothing cute about that.
See, mine is dolphins.
Their bark is actually like animal bark. It's creepy.
Yeah, I don't like dolphins. I think they're smug. Dolphins think they're better than me, and they
That
might be.
is so interesting.
Dolphins think they're better than me, and honestly, they might be. I think it's true. That makes it worse.
Wow.
Oh,
Jeez.
I can tell.
I have a grudge against dolphins.
I don't have
causes
I don't really have
fandom.
anything against dolphins. I think beluga whales are the dumbest
You
animals
just
in the
need to
world, and I
draw
think
your
they're actually
persona
the smartest.
squinting at the dolphins and be like, "You bitch."
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
See, but sharks are my favorite animal, which is weird. I don't like
I
dolphins.
know.
Sharks are so vicious, though. I mean,
I love them.
what kind of shark do you like the most, though?
Oh, good question. I do like great whites a lot. I think they're cool. They're like ocean himbos. They're the himbos of the sea.
What's a himbo?
Like a bimbo, but like a himbo.
like a
you know.
okay, strong, kind man. Strong, kind, and stupid.
An attractive but unintelligent man. Wow. Damn.
Ocean sharks are ocean himbos, and I would die for them.
Oh my god. I like
So
the whale
like
sharks.
Kronk from the Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, whale sharks are good,
Whale
but they're
sharks.
not sharks. They're whales.
True. So I guess if I had to
Ooh.
choose a shark, I guess I would go with a tiger shark.
Ooh,
Yeah.
black tip reef sharks are good as well.
Yeah, those are cool. Nurse sharks are really
They're cool.
interesting.
Oh, I love nurse sharks.
I've actually
Nurse sharks are very-
swam with nurse sharks.
Ooh.
Every fall they swim into a certain
What?
cove in California and they mate, and so they're their most docile, and so you can actually swim with them up there.
Aw.
Now there's always the chance that they'll attack, but they probably won't
They're
because they're
fine.
mating.
They're just big babies.
Yeah, they really are just big babies.
Ooh, have you heard of? Sorry, not to continue talking about sharks, but have you heard of the Greenland shark?
No,
Because they're really cool. They're really cool. They're like very, very deep sea sharks, and they grow to be really, really old. Like,
oh
these-
yeah,
they get so old, yeah. They look like statues, like mossy statues. They're really cool.
they're like ancient.
yeah,
they're-
like there's one that's like 400 years old or something, just swimming around,
Yeah, this thing like
having a good time.
What?
yeah, these things are
Yeah.
like living legends.
They're very cool.
I read once that they found when they I don't know if it was one of these, but they found this giant shark and they gutted the inside of it and they found like a suit of armor.
Ooh.
Yeah, no joke, like a suit of armor.
Hell
They
yeah.
found a dolphin skeleton, I believe, in there.
We've been snacking.
So, and then a few other things too. And I'm like, holy shit, that's just been in there the whole time? Whoa!
Hungry lad.
Yeah. Jeez.
I was watching a documentary where they referred to seals as shark snacks, and I've never recovered.
Shark snacks. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It made me really happy. Just hearing like the very formal British documentary voice go, shark snacks.
Nice. I mean, they
Like,
pretty much
yes,
are
good.
like shark snacks.
Good.
Every time I see a seal appear from like the Arctic above like the ice, I'm gonna be like, shark snack. It just feels just gonna be like, what? All right, Boomy.
Okay, so I haven't asked Deer any questions yet, so I'll go ahead and ask you on this time.
Okay.
So even though you've been part of the staff team for a long time, what are you like? What are you most excited about or intimidated about being a host?
Ooh, honestly, it's the social anxiety for me. I'm a lot better now at talking and stuff because I think
feel it.
D&D, yeah, D&D has really helped my confidence, which is weird to say. But yeah, I think stuff like that, like being on call with people like twice a week and just talking and playing dumb characters has really helped. But I still get very nervous, especially being recorded. But yeah, we're working on it, and we're good. But I think that's probably the scariest
Oh,
thing.
cool.
That's okay.
What
We buy them.
what are your hobbies outside of the furry fandom?
Ooh. I play a lot of Minecraft.
Did not know
And I
that.
play yeah, I have a server, like an online server that I play with my friends, and we've got like a world that we build and stuff. And it's been going for it's been going for quite a few months now. And it's pretty cool. And I'm big into a lot of Minecraft live streamers, like the Dream SMP boys, which I draw now and do animation stuff of on my Instagram and YouTube.
Do you ever watch
Hell
Stampy?
yeah. No, I didn't really get into Stampy. I was a Yogscast girl.
I love
through and through.
Yogscast.
Yeah, that was my thing.
It was the
I
one where
loved.
they like high pitch it like ah.
Yeah.
I heard that, but I was just like, I'm hooked.
Yes, I was a big Yogscast girl growing up, and I think Dream SMP is definitely the closest we've gotten to like Yogscast, like the original Yogscast series with like Shadow of Israfel and Tekkit and all that, and that's very exciting that they have that now, and I love that. But other than that, like D&D and stuff is something that I do a lot now, twice a week, and that's very fun. And yeah, that's basically it. I just draw and play Minecraft and D&D. And watch a lot of live streams.
You'll be pleased to know that I got a bard and a barge mixed up in the last episode.
Oh no! Oh no! Face.
I was thinking of like a bard, that thing, that thing where it goes from like place to place to place, and it like carries a lot of people. And then Bean's like, no, a bard's like a musical thing, and I'm like, oh, I was thinking of like a ship, like a barge.
I want to play D&D as a barge full of bards.
I was just. This won't be this episode will air much later than the previous episode that you hear. So, in season 6, episode 3, I highly recommend anyone to listen to it. It is one of those episodes where we highly recommend that you be 18 years or older, or listener discretion is advised. But if you want to hear me epically fail over and over and over again, that would be an episode to listen to. Where I just totally mess up all the time, and I just don't get anything right.
Oh,
It's so there's just like one part that is just so effing hilarious that it's just so sweet, so good.
Okay, it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I know that you're huge into D&D.
Yes.
I want to get you dice one of these days. There's this store that sells dice that are in the shape of marbles. And so they never land.
Amazing.
They just roll around.
Amazing. Wait, no, that'd be so good. Because I'd be like, oh wait, I gotta roll my checks for that, and then just roll it, and then be like, wait.
That would be so much fun. Or just get you like super giant dice.
Yes. Amazing. I'm like a dice gremlin. I have so many dice now. They're just colorful, shiny rocks, and I love them.
Our friends have a lot of dice. They, when we had game nights, we haven't had a game night in like a year. We're hoping, hopefully in July, that we'll be able to start them back up again. But they have like 2 giant jugs of like dice, and I always wonder, I'm like, what do you do with all that dice? Because there's no way we've never used any of them.
You just pick the ones that you want to use on the day.
I suppose.
They look pretty. They're there to look nice, and so you know you have them if you want to use them.
True. I guess so.
We did like a dice Secret Santa in my D&D group. It was very fun this year for Christmas, where we all sent each other dice. It's very good. Very good. So I have more dice now because I definitely needed that.
Sounds dicey.
Okay. Space.
I'm not chewing on ice.
It's okay. I have grapes. Mum just brought me in a plate of grapes. What would you say, just off the top of your head, is the weirdest fandom encounter you've had?
Oh, the weirdest fandom encounter. Oh, jeez. I think it's the It's okay. The weirdest fandom encounter I have ever encountered is oddly enough within the furry fandom on furaffinity.net is
Of
when
course.
people take Pokemon and they make them look like they're overgorged, sexualized, disgusting
Oh
looking
no.
things.
Oh no.
And they're like these, I don't know, it just,
I know exactly what you mean, and I
yes,
hate it.
it's
I
like,
hate it here.
it's such cringeworthy like content.
It's
Like
like
it's
inflation.
almost, it's
Yeah,
like inflation. It's got like moist, like all the words
oh,
that like make you go, like all of
gross.
that is in that piece of artwork, and it's just, no. Dear, you remember Avalon Boom?
Yes.
Okay, Avalon Boom would draw this kind of stuff. That's just kind of like
Okay.
her thing. So,
Okay.
Avalon was cool though.
she is
I
cool.
still follow Avalon on
I
Instagram.
do,
I like Avalon.
I do too, and I have lots of art from her too. She's got like a really cool skill set,
Used
but she
you
does
used
this
one
kind
of
of
her
stuff.
old drawings in your thumbnails recently, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh no.
I
Yeah, I
did.
noticed and I was like, oh, boom art. Other
Yeah.
boom, not you.
we
Avalon boom art.
we had a different boom. It was just, but that's gotta be like the weirdest stuff I've ever seen. Like, I remember at a game night, someone was talking about it, and I'm like, "What is this?" And so I go to for Affinity in my phone, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "No!" And you just scroll down, and there's just all of this, and I'm like, "Ew!" And you can never unsee it. And then what do? I feel the need to share it with my staff, so that's what I do.
God. First mistake was going onto furaffinity.net.
Yeah,
You're like, you must suffer too.
yeah. I always feel like if I get to suffer, so will the rest of my staff. They get to suffer. What was the last thing I posted? That's right. The last thing I posted were pictures of birds
Thanks, Grace.
with butts.
I swear I specifically came
Yes.
onto furaffinity specifically to try and get onto for media.
Did you really?
Yeah. I was like, huh? They like that. I should post on there so that maybe they'll notice me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. You specifically did that.
Yeah, and then I made you fan art. I did it specifically so I could post fan art of you on there so that you'd notice me.
That is awesome.
And it worked. And here I am.
Can you?
No, sweet.
What was
How
the
many years ago was that?
what was
That
the
was
first one you sent me? That I want to know because it's been a
that
while.
was in 2016.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So okay, that is unique. So
Oh,
I look
it's been
for
so
when it
long.
comes to adding people onto the team, I look for very specific, special people, and that is what I'm looking for right there.
Because I specifically, it was just like I specifically went onto a live stream and was like, because I think you were doing a Q&A live stream, and I was like, hey, by the way, are you looking for graphic designers?
And I was like, yes, actually.
Yes, send me your portfolio. And I was like, oh no, I've got to make a portfolio. And I did. And here we are.
It's so awesome, though.
And it was really bad, but it's okay.
She's been a graphic artist since then, but then it's only been like as of recent, I've decided to make her a host. I asked her if she wanted to be one, and she said yes. So everyone's a host now, but she's mostly.
Yeah.
You're also a graphic artist, and you're very talented too.
Ugh.
You're not going anywhere, and I'll sabotage you if you try to leave
Yeah.
me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. If you decide to leave, if one day you decide to move on, I will totally support it.
Guess I'll have to stay forever.
Oh dear. Oh, I didn't mean that. That was not a pun. Unintentional pun there. Jeez. That does not happen very often. Oh my god, I really do send you guys a bunch of crap. Jeez. What is wrong with me? Boomy, this next question's for you. How long have you been following for media? Or straight from the muzzle? Or both? I guess both.
Ooh. Okay. Both. So I'm trying to remember, how in the world did I discover for media? I'm trying to. Um, it was definitely like 2015, 2016. So it's kind of like when I discovered it, and then I was like, I remember I found you guys on YouTube, and I was like, oh, these guys sound so cool, and they have really neat like advice on like personas and like conventions and whatnot. And I was actually gearing up to go to my first furry convention in Anthrocon. Um, and so like I listened to you guys like nonstop for like ever, and then I was like, oh my god, wait a minute, you guys do live shows? Like I can participate in the chat. And I'm like, oh, I want to do that, and then that's what I ended up doing. so so I remember doing that for a long time, and then I ended up making a bunch of friends, and then we all made a Skype group, and then like that Skype group would like tune in like I don't remember, was it like every Sunday that you made like an episode?
It was like every Sunday or every Monday.
Okay, because like I think it was like every Sunday. Yeah, well, every Sunday or Monday, like you guys would like do an episode and like do a recording, and then you'd be like active in the chat, and it was really fun. And I at some point my life went topsy turvy, and I like didn't have internet connection for a while, so like I unfortunately got like disconnected with it, and then I kind of picked it back up, and I was like, oh, I remember these guys. Oh, now we're straight from the muzzle. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, sweet. And then it just kind of, I started being more active in the chat, discovered Telegram, got into that. And then I guess here I am. I don't know. I ended up being a host at some point in time.
I think we brought you on as a host last season. Yeah, last season. Do you even follow? You've been on our team for quite some time too. We've had the staff of for media and transitioning into Straight from the Muzzle has gone through tremendous changes, but over the past couple of years, I've kept most of you guys together, and I've kept what I call the best of you guys close to me. So I've kept Deer, Bean, Boomy, and I think that's about it. And I've kind of just, that's like my trust circle with Straight from the Muzzle. I could literally tell you guys anything I wanted to about my life or anything, and I trust that like you wouldn't say anything else about it to anyone else. And so I've always just kept it that way, and I just like it that way. And it's been nice. It's been perfect. So I thank you guys for that. It's been like the dream team. Let's just say that. Okay, Boomy, it's your turn, I think.
Okay, so here's one. Do you have a side persona or a side character that like is maybe your comfort character, or maybe it's another character that you like really relate to in a way that's not Space?
I don't think so. I think Space is generally my character. He's 100% me in the real world as he would be in the online world. Now I have adoptables that I've acquired, and there are persona accounts that I've created to, quote unquote, spy on potential threats. I don't use them anymore, but I used to. I used to, right?
The drama of it all.
But no, I don't think I do. I've just become so attached with Space. I just don't want to like have to create another one. So I have thought, however, of creating a Space family where they're all kind of they're different species, but they all have the name Space in it somewhere, and they all represent a different color in the rainbow. And I thought that'd be really fun. And then I would be the rainbow colored thing. So, but I haven't gotten there yet. I have to figure out how I want to go about it. Maybe I'll make one a dolphin so it'll make Dear Dog mad.
Yes. We love a side of Space that I hate.
Yes. It'll be like Space's alter ego. It's a dolphin.
My enemy.
Yeah. It's your arch nemesis. Mr. Dolphy. Squeak. Back to you, Boomy. What's it been like being a host on Straight from the Muzzle?
I like it. It's given me lots of new experience. It gives me a chance to be in a different section of the fandom that I never really like. I kind of had dipped my little like toes in before because, like I said, I used to like really just kind of listen to podcasts and whatnot. I've never been a part of one, so this has been just a really great experience. I love seeing the fans' feedback and their excitement and whatnot. They go, "Oh, when's the next episode going to be?" And it's just so cool. Like I've made a lot more friends and whatnot through it, and it's been quite the experience. Like I like having my own little voice, I guess, in the fandom. So it's really neat, and I liked it, and I really am appreciative and cannot express like how thankful I am like that you actually gave me this opportunity. So it's just been fantastic, and I cannot wait for many more episodes of being a co-host with you guys.
Many episodes. Talk about many more seasons. You gotta look to the future.
Seasons. All right, so dear, so how do you think furries differ in the US than the UK?
Oh, honestly, I don't. I feel like I could be wrong in that I may just be in an area where it's like it's just chill, but I feel like there's a lot more stigma around it in the US. Like I feel like just no one here really cares. I don't know if it's just because we kind of mind our own business, but at least from my experience, I've never had any issues due to being a furry. Like no one cares. My mum doesn't care. My family don't care. Like they probably don't even know what a furry is. Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, like I don't really have that much experience with the fandom here because I've never been to like really meets or anything. I've met some people. I've been to like
Okay.
I've met other furries like at comic conventions and stuff and anime conventions, but I've never been to a furry convention because the problem is all the furry conventions are like in London and stuff and like or up they're like away from me. And I haven't been able to travel for like I'm only just starting to be able to travel like recently, and then COVID happens, so now I can't travel again. Yeah, so it's I just haven't really been to much, so I haven't really experienced much of the UK furry scene, to be honest, because pretty much all of my experience with furry stuff has been online. Yeah, it's not a very exciting answer, but.
Calling all UK furries, get this girl out.
That's fine because honestly,
it doesn't help that when people are like, "Oh, so you're,"
because
yeah, it doesn't help that like when people come to me, they're like, "Oh, you're a furry in the Southwest. Whereabouts do you live?" And I'm like, "Sorry, I'd rather not tell people online." So, ooh, I'm around.
Wow.
I will say, like, UK furries seem to be pretty more chill, and they just don't care. But American furries will. I think more American furries start drama than UK furries.
I don't know. I don't know if there's just not as many, or if it's just quieter. There's not as many events. I don't think. Like, there's like no fur meets in my area or anything. Nothing like that. Nothing near me. So
I just feel like European furries, just in general, like. And that just all over there just have like more fun. All of their meetups, all of their videos, all of their conventions look way more exciting than America's. I want to go there so bad.
It looks fun. I think there's one convention that's kind of near me, but from what I've seen in videos, it's a lot of like it's less like convention stuff, a lot more of like partying and drinking, and as someone who just doesn't drink and who doesn't really like drunk people, it's like the idea of that stresses me out. So it's like
pretty much every convention then.
Yeah, which is why I'm like, someday I'll go to a convention, but I don't really like drunk people. I don't like drinking, so I don't know how much I'll get out of it. But I can go in the day.
I got drunk once at a con, and I swore never again to get drunk again. It was awful.
Stressed me out. I don't drink. I don't go near drunk people. Simply.
I think I'll have like one or
Good
two,
one,
and
yeah.
then that's it. But I
Yeah.
won't. I will never get like buzzed around people at a con. It's just not worth it. It makes them uncomfortable.
It doesn't seem enjoyable. It just
No.
seems.
It's your turn. Who do you have left?
All right, I guess I will ask Boom something else then. I might have asked Boom too. I don't remember. I've either asked Boom 1 or 2. I've asked you once, Space 1 though. I know that much.
Ask me again.
Okay, then I'll ask this one to you. What is your shame food? So like, what's the food that's like really weird? That's like kind of a comfort food, but it's like very strange. A controversial take.
My shame food. Okay, I've got a few of them. First one is peanut butter sandwich with hot sauce. I don't know what it is, but I just love putting, like, it's got to be like Cholula or taco
It's a
sauce.
crime, is what it is.
It is. It really is a crime, but it is so damn good. It's like this. It's like the sweetness from the peanut butter, but then you get this like hot spiciness from the sauce, and together just perfectly. It's just so good. But I can't have it all the time. It only happens like once in a blue moon. And then the other one is French fries on a pizza. And so it's pizza with barbecue sauce, cheese, and then you put French fries, but you have to fry the fries first, and then you put them on the pizza, and then you drizzle it with barbecue sauce and whatever other sauce you want, and then you cover that with cheese, and then you bake it.
Ooh.
And
Okay, that does sound kind of good though.
So freaking good.
Sounds kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a good like. It's just good. But when people like hear you say like French fries on a pizza, they look at you and they're like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "It's nothing. It's good. It's potato pizza. Like, there's nothing wrong with it." I love pizza, so it's kind of like my my downfall when it comes to losing weight is pizza. I see pizza and I'm just like, shit, there goes my day. I'm getting pizza now.
Ooh. I like pizza, but I'm not like super. I'm not like crazy about it. It's fine. I like it when I have it.
Or ice cream. I can go crazy for ice cream.
Oh, okay, yeah, ice cream.
Oh,
Ice cream can get
pretty
it.
good.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I have any other ones that I've done. I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. I have a drink that I've. So you don't like alcohol, but you might think this is kind of gross just because of the color combination of it. It's called swamp water. It's what I've called it. And what it is it's orange juice with parts of
What?
blue curacao and what's the other one? And then whipped cream vodka and what's the other one? And orange. I think it's like orange flavored liqueur, and you put it in and you mix it up, and it looks like this gross green swampy looking water, and it is so good tasting. It just tastes like an orange juice, but that thing will get you straight hammered in like 2 seconds.
God.
But every time I drink it, I get like a nasty ass headache. But I like try to get Curtis to drink it, and he wouldn't because it looked gross. No doubt, because it does look gross.
Shrek vibes.
It totally could be. I should get. You know what I should do for my next party? I should get like a Shrek mold and make an ice cube, like a green ice cube, and have him float in it. Just his head, so he just like barely floats above the
Make
water.
donkey ones as well.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There we go.
That'd be awesome. I will do it. Take a picture and send it to you.
Donkey.
Please.
Amazing. Well, dear, I think I've asked you. No, I haven't. I have one last question to ask you. It's kind of a two-parter. So my first question is, since being a graphic artist on our team, what have been some of your favorite art commissions that I've thrown at you?
Ooh.
And then my second one to piggyback off of that is, since being on the team, have you noticed any growth of traffic to commissions? since working on For Media? Like, have you gotten more commissions, more, like, I guess, coverage, I guess, opportunities for people to commission you?
Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, it's kind of boring, but I think my favorite thing as of recent has actually been the new banners because I'm low-key really proud of them, like the Twitter banners and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I really like those. I like how they turned out. I like the chunky line art. I think it looks neat. And other than that, I get the weirdest space. You asked me to do the weirdest things.
I do. I really
there's
do.
a lot of things which I definitely never would have drawn had I not been.
Like the roasting one.
That was exactly what I was thinking, yes. Specifically the roasting one.
And the last one.
Yeah, and the last one. And then I know there was that one that I had a lot of fun with was, do you know that half and half one we did, like the blueprint thing?
Yeah, I was just thinking that because that was a really cool one.
Yeah, and I got to do a lot of like more, even though I'm more of an illustrator, probably I got to do a lot more like graphic design kind of elements in that one with like the split thing, and I thought it was really fun. So that was cool. But yeah, I've done quite a lot of different things.
I know that with you, with our viewers, that I can literally go to Dear Dog, pitch an idea, and then be like, okay, this is what I'm thinking. What do you think? Free reign. And then she'll just come back with something, and it always is so cool looking. And she just does it. It's so cool. But yeah, sometimes I do throw like the craziest things at her.
I don't think there's anything that you've asked that I've said no to so far.
Yeah.
I think I've pretty much said yes to everything. Because I'll do whatever. I don't care. I just have fun with it. And then I know it wasn't one that was to do with straight from the muzzle, but specifically that last, or not the last commission, but the one before that of space like stood in the alleyway.
Oh yeah,
that was really fun because I got to do like the perspective background, and I don't normally get to do that. I got to break out like the point perspective grids. So good, so good.
That was
so
a
much
really
fun.
cool piece. I love that one.
Yeah, and it's in a very different style than I normally do, so that was very fun. But yeah, and I think as far as commissions go, I've definitely seen more because I'm not really active in furry communities, even online, so much anymore, other than like posting art on my Instagram and things. But so a lot of the like commissions and stuff I've gotten have been through Telegram and things, through like the straight from the muzzle fan Telegram.
Nice.
A lot of it's been through that, which is nice. And yeah, I've had quite a few commissions from that, which has been nice. It's been good. It has been fun, and some from staff, which is very appreciated.
And I just wanna say that I've never asked for a discount from you, and I never expect you to give a discount either.
It's okay. I don't. I love it especially when family comes to me or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I need some design work done." Yeah. Like I have like family and stuff that'll come to me and be like, "By the way, I'm doing this thing. Could you do some design work for me?" And I'll tell them my prices, and they're like, "Can't it be like a bit cheaper because I'm family?" And I'm like, "No, full price on nothing."
Yeah,
I'll get out.
Quality.
I'm like, no. Either put the money into your business or don't do it.
Yeah, and I always give you just a little bit more too, if I can.
Thank you, which is very appreciated. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, it's your turn, and I think I've given you all your questions.
I'll ask Boom. Okay, Boom. I know you work in customer service, right?
Yeah.
You also work in retail to some extent.
Yep.
Yes.
Or had been, really.
What's your wildest customer experience?
Oh
dude.
God. Okay. So there's actually two, but for time's sake, I'm gonna do one because there's one that I had at the hotel that I worked at, and then there's one that I experienced while working at Pet Supplies Plus. And you know what? We're gonna probably go with the Pet Supplies Plus one. So I was working a closing shift, and everything was fine. Everything was normal. It was about 20 or maybe 30 minutes before we closed. And this lady came in, she got a cart, and she was just shopping. All right. And she kind of looked a little scraggly, like I don't know, just from appearances. Anyway, and so she's shopping and she's over by the cat food area, and I'm like, okay, and I'm coordinating with my other employees and whatnot. I'm like, hey, make sure we get all our clothing stuff done. Anyway, this lady starts pulling off the cat food bags like from the shelves and throwing them on the floor, and she's like looking all panicked, and I go up and I'm like, ma'am, are you okay? Is there something that I can help you with? And she's like, oh, I've lost my $20. And I'm like, okay, well, let me help you look. And we're like looking around for $20, and she's flipping out and like asking like customers, oh, have you seen $20 on the ground? And I'm like, ma'am, you can't be doing that. Like, we are looking for it. And then she like runs.
Oh
so then she
God.
runs out of the store, and she's like, maybe it's in my car. And I'm like, okay. So then she's going out, and this is like 10 minutes before we close now by this time, and she is out in the parking lot.
Oh,
Yes.
no. It's always before close.
And she's out in the parking lot, like looking for her $20, and she's like screaming, I lost my $20. How am I gonna feed my cats? Oh, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, ma'am, I'm like, can you please calm down? I'm like, we'll look for it, whatever. No, honesty, if I were to find $20 on the ground, you bet your sweet ass would pick it up and like pocket it and like, nope, I don't know what you're talking about. Because whatever. Anyway, so like she comes back in and she's like tearing shit up, and I'm like, ma'am, you need to go. She's like, oh, I'm gonna check my car again. I told my front end to just close the store and lock the doors, and she's just running around the parking lot. Oh, where's my $20? I have to feed my cat. Oh, and like screaming. And he's just straight up. Then she starts banging on the door. Let me in on $20. And I'm like, ma'am, you need to leave.
Oh my God.
The police ended up coming, and they were like, ma'am, you need to like go, we'll, continue looking, if anything comes up, we'll give you a call. And she ended up leaving. She was banned from the store because she came back like the next day, and she was like, where's my $20? And yeah, so, and unfortunately she lives here in my town, and I know what her car looks like, and anytime I see it like at the local Walmart, I run. I'm like, Mom, run quick, it's the crazy $20 lady. And that's it.
Where's my 20?
Oh my God.
That would be funny. Oh my God, you'd be funny though, Boom, is if like you were at the Walmart and all of a sudden you'd be like, I found $20, and you were like 20 feet away from her.
I should do that. Oh my God.
I would love to see the reaction.
No, she's so scary looking.
She would get so mad.
Like, okay, and then like later on I hear stories about this lady, like straight up, apparently she went to the hospital because she shoved a sausage up her, where, so.
No.
Insane.
No. Oh.
She must be lonely.
America.
Her and a lot of cats, I guess.
Jeez. I'm warming it up to feed her cats. Ew. Ew, I should have said that.
Lovely.
Gross.
Charming.
That is disturbing.
Yeah, that's the that's the $20 lady.
That is disturbing.
We all call her Crazy Patty.
That's a good name.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I actually have one more question, and it's for you, Space, because I think I've asked all that I could, all that I can from Dear Dog. So I'll go ahead and ask you. Okay, so I guess if you could meet any quote unquote popufur or person of like high status and or popularity in the fandom, who would it be and why?
There is a very specific fursuiter that I very much love, and I'm gonna have to go look at my YouTube list because I can't remember who it was. Let me see here. Should not be that hard to find if I do this correctly on my search. Okay, his name is Keo. Keo Catflux or Keoflex, I think, or Keo something. He's a cat. He's like a red and black cat, but he does shuffling and he lives in the UK.
Oh, I think I know who you mean.
But he's just got the cutest little fursuit, and I love all his dancing. And he was one of the first fursuit crushes I ever had in the fandom. And if I ever had a chance to meet him, I would jump out that chance. And then the other one would be Flex. I would meet Flex because he's kind of cute too. Those would be the two I would go for.
cool.
I think I have. Yeah, I'm going to ask the same question back to you. That's the same question. I'm going to bounce it back to you. Cheap shot.
Oh. Okay. Captain Boone's my own. I love Captain Boone's. He's just really cool. I look at his stuff all the time on Twitter and Facebook. He was also on that CNN documentary for like furries. And it just is really cool. He actually lives alone up in the mountains, and he's made his own fursuit, and he has this whole character, and he's just a really cool dude. Like, I would 10 out of 10 love to meet him sometime. Be like, you know what? You're awesome and super inspiring with like his creativity and like just all the shit that he does up in his mountain. This is really cool.
That's cool. All right, Jerry, you have the last question, I believe.
Okay. At space. See, I would have saved a cooler one for last. If I'd have thought ahead, that's okay. Space. Are you in any other fandoms or community outside of the furry fandom?
I guess. Well, I'm in some kink communities, but we'll keep those unnamed.
Oop.
We'll keep those unnamed. If you can find me, good for you. Other than that, probably not. I think the furry fandom is probably the main source.
What about fandoms that you're not necessarily active in, but you maybe keep up with online, or like for like even if they're just for like shows you watch or whatever that you?
Okay, I think Borderlands. I keep up with the Borderlands community.
Ooh, interesting.
I like Borderlands 3 a lot, and then I like the first, the second. 3 is my favorite.
Oh, cool.
So, and I really like playing them, and then I like to play like different characters or try doing it like different ways, and I'll replay them or I'll redo certain things. And there's always something new coming out, new events. It's always fun to do. And then I always keep in touch with my buddies in the Counter-Strike fandom because I used to be in a league. I think I still am in the league. It's called the LBM, the Laid Back Masters. I don't play with them anymore, but I still kind of keep up with them as well. That's about it, really.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's about it, though. I do like to play games, so if anyone else likes to play, Borderlands, or if anyone's on Steam or Epic and you guys play those, I'm always up for a game. If we have the same game, I'm totally up for playing a game together. No problem.
I used to play other games, and now I just play Minecraft.
I used to play Minecraft all the time. I used to build like elegant cities in the sky, and then one time we did a show. I think we did a show, and I went in and I came in and my house was like sabotaged with like lava everywhere.
Oh,
I'm like, my beautiful glass mansion.
Gotta turn that fire tick off. We specifically have fire tick off on our like main survival server because I do not trust my friends. Specifically, one friend I do not trust to not accidentally burn things down.
Yeah.
As it was, we temporarily turned it on for a sec, like the fire damage. We temporarily turned it on because we couldn't be bothered to go through a woodland mansion, and so we just burnt the whole thing down. And we come back, and her house is just gone.
Wow.
Because she had a fireplace and she was there. She was the one telling us to put on fire tech. And we're like, okay, I guess we'll turn it on for you. And then, yeah, but she had a fireplace in her house that she didn't use campfires on. She just used
A
fire or
And
netherrack even.
And it caught fire.
And it caught fire in her wooden house.
Wow. I mean, come on.
To be fair, I fixed it because it was in my forest. So I felt it was in my forest where I have all the paths and my nice cottages in my nice mushroom forest. So I couldn't have a half burnt down house ugly in the place up.
I think the best thing I ever built in Minecraft, and I even got it on live stream, and I think it might still be on our YouTube channel, is I built a huge McDonald's sign, and then I packed it full of pigs and cows, and I blew it up, and then they became like beef and like ham. And they're basically like McRibs, is what we were trying to go for.
Amazing, incredible.
It was pretty awesome. It's like the greatest accomplishment I've ever had in the whole game.
Wow.
It was the best.
Oh god.
Totally awesome.
Minecraft.
But yeah. Well, I think that's all we have today for questions. That was a lot of fun. I hope the audience really enjoyed that. If you guys ever want to ask us additional questions, you can reach us at talktothemuzzle@gmail.com. You can join our Telegram group, and that's always available in the information below. Or you can find us on Twitter at FromTheMuzzle, and we'll be more than happy to interact with you on there as well. Anything else before we go? Cool. Well, then we will see you guys next time. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.